It's War Dragon time, RPW here with another video to the Beginner's Guide to War Dragon series. Now, we've already gone over leadership, the roles, and the tools that you can use, but let's kind of go over how you can be prepared to help your team prepare for future changes. Now, the best way to do this is to utilize the resources already provided to you, and particularly by using websites like WarDragons.info or WarDragons.com. So let's kind of go over what you can utilize this for and how you can help your team with it. Okay, so first of all, the best place to go check regularly, at least this is what I do, is I check the WarDragons.com blog site daily. For example, they have the new team quests coming up. So one of the things you can do is go in and really read and digest this information so that you can help the fellow members on your team understand what it is exactly they need to do. You can't assume that everyone on your team is actually keeping up with things like this. In fact, there are some players that don't even know that these things exist. They don't realize that there are blogs and so forth. They're just simply playing a game. So if you don't learn this for them and kind of explain it to them, they might find themselves not really knowing what is coming up. I mean, I do wonder how many players out there don't even know that this change is coming. I'm sure there's plenty, because I know I have a few team members in the past that didn't even read their emails, let alone go in and check out stuff like this. So be sure to kind of let them know what is coming up so that they're prepared and they know what to do when the team quests begin. So the cool thing is, even like back when they had Oksana coming out, about 24 hours out before she was released, they had a blog on her. And then same thing with the dragons of this season. They had a blog about 24 hours out explaining them. And then of course there's images and really cool stuff in there that you can utilize on like your team's website or your Facebook page for your team or whatever. So really utilize this stuff to kind of help your team understand what is coming in the future. Now I kind of want to go over team quests with you guys really quick in case you do not know anything about it. Now that we have more information on it as well. I know the last time I mentioned team quests and kind of went over it, I had said it was coming up this last event, but it wasn't. However, this time I am sure, because it says it right here in the blog, that it will be coming out this event. So with this particular new addition to the game, you're going to be able to really get a lot of rewards for yourself and your team. Now, the really cool thing is it does give an incentive for your entire team to work together. Without working together, you're not going to get much. Now, granted, if you don't have a full team, you're not going to be able to get the maximum chests that they have and the biggest of prizes, but you can still work really hard together to get pretty cool prizes as well. So if you go down to the new tab, it's going to be on the far right and it says quests. And on the left, you're going to see the chest, and the bar underneath is the medal. The little medals, or coins I should say, that you can earn to fill up that bar and earn that particular chest. Now you have to do this together. There's no way you can earn that many as one player. Now underneath that, there's a button for team contributions. An officer or leader will be able to click on that and kind of remind and push and encourage their teammates to go even further in this, because you know you're going to want those big prizes. So let's go ahead and go over on the right hand side. The first one's called Most Valuable Teammate, and they're going to have 6 hours and 58 minutes to complete this, according to this particular still image, of course. Now they're going to have to send a minimum of 1,000 food to your teammates 5 times. That does not mean to multiply that out and send 50,000 food. They're actually going to have to do this 5 different times and send a minimum of, I'm sorry, not 10,000, 1,000 food to 5 different players. So if you have somebody on your team that can only send, let's say, 800 food, then they're going to be a little bit challenged in this situation. When it comes to the next one, it's going to be defending bases 15 times. And then, of course, the last one is to, destroy 60 bases greater than a level 20 with 100% destruction. So with that being said, once you've got all these done, you're going to be able to claim your personal reward. For example, on the right-hand side, on the first one, there is 5,000 rune dust. And then the second one has 15,000 rune dust. And the third one has 600. And then, of course, those coins will fill up this bar on the right-hand side. Now, the more you do, the more these chests will be worth. So once you've claimed one, the next one will open up. Now, every day this will reset. The timer will reset, so you can start a whole new thing of team quests the following day. And they will only have 5 total team quests during an event. So once you've completed one, you'll be able to complete another one the next day and the next day. And again, it will only be 5. So when that resets, you're going to have to go back in. Explain that to your teammates, because they may think that this just means just doing these and they're done. No, there will be new ones daily for 5 days during the event. Okay, we're going to go ahead and scroll down. This particular image is showing you the maximum level team chest. Now, in order to get this one, that means pretty much your entire team is going to have to participate in every one of them. This is going to be the hardest to reach, but it is going to have more difficult challenges for your team to get there. So once you've got to that chest, you're going to find yourself in a very cool situation of getting some really amazing prizes. Now, again, the difficulty of this quest that comes with this may be challenging for some smaller league teams. I'm not for sure, but it definitely will be a challenge if you are on a team that only has like 20 some players. So if you're really interested in these, you may want to join something a little higher. So let's kind of go up and go over exactly what it is they are talking about when it comes to this event. Okay, so how do team quests work? Each day during an event, players will see 3 quests in the quest tab, and they'll vary from easy to hard, and there will be a total of 5 days of quests in each event, totaling 15 team quests per week. Complete these quests to earn rewards for both yourself and your team. Now, do the team quests rewards scale by level? Yes, they do. So as you go up an increasing of a challenge, your prizes will get better. Now, whenever it comes to gathering these up together, you will have to work together, and they will be daily, and they're going to be fun because this is a big change. This is something different, and I think a lot of us have been calling for that. You know, I know, for example, with the breeding event, I'm done in the first, I'd say 2 hours of that event, and it's like there's nothing else to do. So this is really going to utilize that time that's very, very boring through the rest of it. Now, granted, there are the times that, you know, you're not done in the first few hours because you have to level up your dragons. But again, once you've leveled them up and you're waiting for the next day to get them more leveled up, you're still stuck. So these are going to be some great additions to your time here on the game. Now, outside of this, there's other places that you can find really cool information, not just in the blog themselves, but they actually have their website, which is the forum site. Now, the great thing about the forums is all you have to do is log in as yourself. So you literally put in your login information from your game and then your password from your game. But let's go ahead and go in here to announcements. I kind of want to show you guys something specifically, which is the preview week. This is like starts today. Now, this is another place to kind of get great information. Not only are they going to kind of tell you what's coming up in these particular forums under the announcements, but for example, right here, they're showing that on Twitch today, they will be doing a live stream where they're going to release the concept art for the new dragons and the rider. They are going to release the dragons' names, their class, their rarity, and their element. And then they're also going to release what portraits will be with them. And then they're going to talk about the new PvP event coming up, which means announcing the new name and really telling you a little bit about what the event is. And this is where we'll be meeting the new guy, Peachy Squirrel. And then they will follow this up the following day on Facebook with another live stream where they'll go over again the dragon's names, class, rarity, element, and then they're going to go over their spell set overview. So this is when you're going to find out what their spells will be. And then they'll also go over the general rules and how to work the new PvP event, and then also show you some screenshots of the game. Now then, they're following the following day, they're going to go over it again within a live stream on YouTube, where they'll go into more of the details from not only the dragons, but the PvP coming out. So if you keep yourself posted and you keep up on this information and you go view things like I said, the blog, or, you know, watch these videos, you're going to get a lot of insight. Now, granted, if you're in the creators faction, I don't know exactly how, but I do know that those that are in the creators faction kind of get a heads up, an early release on some of this stuff. So they kind of know what's coming up. However, they're only allowed to release certain information at certain times that they're told. So this is you know, a great thing to be able to go in and watch someone like my video or someone who's in the creators faction, their information. However, you're going to find it in the blog once they release it. Yeah, they might know a little bit early, but they're not able to release certain things until it's been released anyways. So I want to also kind of go over with you guys how they have contests. So really quickly, I think I'm going to go over first the contests that you can find from other creators faction members. Now, again, I'm not in the creators faction. This is just showing you how you can prepare for upcoming contests. Oh, I'm sorry about this. My Instagram goes sideways on my iPad, and that's where I'm doing my recording. But when it comes to your Instagram, you're going to be able to follow people like Adored. Adored does, I believe, like weekly giveaways where you can go and put your in-game name and read what he has to say, share and like his post, and you can earn like a $20 pack, or maybe he'll give away food. It just depends on what's going on that event. So be sure to go check out everybody and anybody that is in the creators faction or official parts of the team within Instagram, as well as on Facebook. For example, there's Alleviates with WarDragons.info. Go check out her page, and make sure you check out her website as well, because, for example, she's got a curator that she features on her page, and every time like you enter a contest with them, you can earn some cool prizes. So, and when I say this, guys, I'm talking some pretty decent prizes. $20 packs are nothing to sneeze at. So definitely get in there and take advantage of this. And whenever you see an upcoming contest, be sure to share that with others on your team, because you know you want someone you know to get it. I know one person who's won a contest, and I was super excited for them. And I mean, like I said, $20 packs are not nothing to sneeze at. Now, another thing I want to show you is there are going to be contests within the forums where we were just at. So we'll just go ahead and go over here real quick. I kind of want to show you one that I entered in the past. It was around Christmas time. So I'll just go up here and search it out. So I think it was the Wintertide contest or something of that way. Yeah, I think contest. So let's go ahead and put in Wintertide contest. Search. And here it is. Okay, so it was the holiday creatives. So I'm going to go ahead and take you up, and if you'll see here, basically you were asked to create something. You don't have to be, you know, an artist, but once you created something unique that mixes War Dragons with the winter holidays, including writing, cookies, drawing, songs, whatever, you would be able to enter, but you could only enter one per player. Now, the really cool thing with this is you could win its first place prize, a War Dragon swag bag, a poster, and a 3,000 sigil pack. And second place was able to win 2,000 sigils plus a few other goodies, and third place won 1,000. Now, I personally did enter into this contest. I did a really weird, funny video that for some reason has gotten a few thumbs down since this has passed. Back then it was popular, it was funny, but now it is all of a sudden hated. And it was silly. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It is ridiculous. But here's what I entered, and I did not place. However, there were some amazing ones I want to just show you really quick. Let's scroll on down here. The first one I want to show you is so cute. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so to me it looks like yarn. Like they've put together this yarn dragon, and I just think it is the cutest little guy. I mean, I would buy this. That's how cute it is to me. And then we'll go ahead and scroll down to another one I thought was adorable. And I can't remember who all won. I know the first place winner was a poem that you should definitely go in and read. So yes, here is the tree topper. I think is so cute. So these are just examples of different ways you can enter prizes. Now again, these are more than just $20 packs. Can you imagine taking first place and getting 3,000 sigils to help you in your quest on this game? I mean, that's pretty remarkable if you ask me. And I know that even though I didn't place first, second, or third, I still got like 250 sigils or something of that nature just for entering in the end. So make sure you guys keep an eye out on these and share the information you find out about them with your teammates, because the more they grow, the more your team grows. Okay, so let's hop right back over to WarDragons.com. I kind of want to finish off this video over there at their blog site, at their blog area. Do not forget, check on this. Now, every time that they post something on their blog, it's actually going to be shared on their Facebook. So if you just follow them on Facebook, you're going to be able to kind of keep up with what's coming up. So be sure to keep an eye on this so you know. When it comes to these team quests coming up, guys, I am so excited. I think this is going to be a blast, and it's really going to show how cooperative your team is, because then you're going to be able to see, you know, who really is cooperating, who's there for themselves, and who is there for the benefit of the team. And that's going to allow you to weed out the players that don't seem to be there for the team. Anyways, guys, that is today's video. I hope that this gave you a little bit of insight. Next week, we're going to go over basically back to, you know, more of what we've been talking about before, like runes and so forth. So this is it of, you know, when it comes to videos outside of that realm. But if you guys have anything specifically you want to learn about, feel free to comment that in the video below so that I can put that on my roster of videos coming up in the future. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. We will be doing a hands-on overview of this event, but we're not going to go over the event because King of the Hill is leaving. So what we'll do is we'll kind of go over what's coming up in the next, you know, the new event coming out, what we've learned about the dragons, and then of course kind of do an overview of the Team Quest live. Not necessarily live, but that way you guys can actually see me working with it as we explain and we learn more about it. Alright guys, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell for notifications. Happy hunting!